Damn, have these fragrances gotten me crazy compliments lately.
Oh my God! Wow!
I know these are the videos that you guys like, but it's hard for me as an influencer or creator to put you onto fragrances that have gotten me compliments when I don't know you. All I could do is put you onto stuff that has worked for me and maybe might work for you, but that's why I always say sample before you buy. But one of these fragrances out of the 5 that I've selected has gotten me more compliments in the last 2 wears, as it's a recent acquisition, than a lot of fragrances in my collection. But each one of these has been hitting crazy, and a lot of them are new acquisitions. So maybe it's my swag, maybe it's the confidence that I walk in a room with, and these are just helping. I don't know, but let me put you on. Let's roll my fucking music so I can put you on to 5 fragrances in my collection that I have recently acquired that have been getting me crazy compliments. Listen, one of my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, 𝐶_𝗏. You know, I had to do stuff outdoors. I'm in one of my favorite parks in New Jersey because the view is absolutely spectacular. Now, the truth is that I've been going out to a lot of events, a lot of bars, a lot of lounges. I've been really enjoying the social life, really trying to get the vitamin D out and just find Stella's groove back, right? So there's certain fragrances that I've been reaching for lately, and some have been new acquisitions that just in the trial period have gotten me at least 1 compliment. Now, one of these fragrances has gotten me over 6 to 7 compliments in 1 day, and that's going to be the last fragrance I put you guys on to. So if you want to just scroll right by to the end of the video, you're welcome to. But one of the fragrances that had gotten me compliments from the beginning is by a brand 𝗲𝗄𝗏, and that's Legend Leather by 𝗲𝗄𝗏. Another Alberto Morillo creation, the king of freshies, who has taken something dark and otherwise false-centric DNA like leather and made it fresh and super sexy. Uncomplicatedly good, this fragrance. Somehow he's managed to get powdery, he's gotten leather, he's gotten slight sweetness, and still brought the element of freshness to a brand like 𝗲𝗄𝗏, who essentially has been encompassing freshy and darker, richer notes, combining them and making them work beautifully. With this fragrance, you get dryness, you get a little bit of a smoky factor, you get sweet, you get powdery, you get elegance, you get refinement, you still get bright, you still get fresh, and there's a little bit of vibrancy in this fragrance, which is crazy because it's a leather and powdery prominent fragrance. Super sexy, very wearable. In this particular instance, the compliment factor was like, yo, you smell like a gentleman, and I did not look like a gentleman at that point.
It's true.
So it kind of threw me off, but I like a compliment and I'll take it however I can get one. This fragrance, I mean, beautiful, sweet. What seems to happen is I get this like underlying juniper berry kind of herbal DNA in this fragrance, which also provides that liveliness. And then this shit is just really attractive, and he really knocked it out of the park with this fragrance off of my skin. So if you're a fan of 𝗲𝗄𝗏 and what he's been doing, like the monster perfect dude, then Legend Leather is one you definitely need to look into, because if it's gotten me a compliment, it might do the same for you. Now, 𝗙𝗪𝗏 Platine, shocking how nice this joint is. It's kind of, in a weird way, like a 𝑦SL parfum concentration. It's like sweet lavender, body soapish, which is kind of the F-boy 𝑦SL parfum DNA, which still gets a ton of fucking compliments, but it has a little bit of a pizzazz. It has a little bit of extra maturity and sex appeal off of my skin that really has nothing off-putting about it, nor would anybody be like, ugh, I don't like this scent profile. It just wouldn't exist. Considering the price point of this fragrance, sub $50, probably gonna be in a space of like 35 to 40 bucks, this fragrance has really solid performance, hovering around like 7.5 to 8 hours off of my skin, and it's been giving me like a nice scent cloud when I've been doing about 8 to 10 sprays, which is more than I usually do. But for me, it's kind of not overwhelming and kind of got the job done. Sweet, sexy, it feels like it has an underlying boozy vodka-ish kind of scent profile, maybe perfumer's alcohol, I don't know what the case is, but it definitely has a designer with edge DNA. Out of all the 𝗙𝗪𝗏, this one for me seems to pop off the best off of my skin. It seems to be a dumb, easy reach scent profile that you can wear to the gym. As a matter of fact, I've been going to the gym more. I'm trying to get my tits in order, and I wore this fragrance to the gym and I couldn't stop smelling myself. Like literally doing fucking chest, I'm like the scent kept fucking catching me in my nose, and I'm like, damn, what the hell am I wearing? Because I completely forgot. This shit has hits. So essentially sweet, creamy, designer, sexy, uncomplicated, compliment grabbing for me, and it might be for you, especially if you're on a budget.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Believe it or not, a couple of my boys were like, yo, that shit hits crazy, and it's kind of simple, but it's good. Parfums de Marley Castle, the new joint Like, I've put a nice little dent in this piece already, and truth be told, it fucking hits nicely. It's a freshie with body. It's a freshie with punch. It's a freshie that's uncomplicated and a little fucking expensive. That's all Parfums de Marley. Just wait for gray market, wait for it to drop, or get yourself a sample. Essentially, if you like the darker Parfums de Marley DNAs, this is not going to be a fragrance that's for you. Although it has dark resinous features and a really loud, almost synthetic-y pop of performance up top, because it is a freshie fragrance, this is not going to be your traditional Parfums de Marley. It's going to live in the bubble of the Sedleys, the Greenleys, the Percivals, and all the other freshies in that lineup, and it's a good complement to that space and not feeling redundant. I heard somebody say that it's kind of like a hybrid between Greenlee and Sedley, which I don't get that. I mean, I understand the freshie component, but I wouldn't consider it a hybrid of both of those fragrances, at least not to my nose. But hey, to each their own. I can tell you that performs crazy for a freshie. Very sexy, very potent, very fresh, extraordinarily versatile, and also kind of like that Legend Leather, it encompasses two polar opposites, fresh and dark, both with performance. So for me, 𝗙𝐿𝐒, compliment grabbing. As Big Head Wizzy, he was like, damn, this shit is nice. Now this joint has no freshness, bro. Cruz de Soleil #2 by 𝗪𝗠𝗪. This is punchy, fruity, strong, beachy vibes. This suntan lotion kind of vacation energy with a lot of darkness and a lot of strength and a lot of performance, but a lot of attractive nature. This shit has addictive nature on it, like this dehydrated prunish kind of smell. Then you get like tropical guava. I think mango's in here also. It's musky, it's dry, it's sexy, it's milky, and it fucking performs incredible. I had the dupe of the fragrance before I even got this one, and recently at the supermarket, this was another compliment grabbing fragrance. So like, it's fucking beautiful. I mean, this is just a very erotic, sensual scent profile that leans a little bit colder weather, but because of the fruitiness and these tropical attributes, including that Hawaiian tropic kind of lotion situation that you get from this fragrance, you can pull this off in the summer. I just think you got to be a little bit moderate when it comes to the sprays. But as far as sex appeal is concerned, price point a little crazy, but sexy, absolutely. Compliment getting for me, fuck yeah. And finally, this shit right here, crazy, the monster of monsters in my stash. This is a UAE exclusive, a limited edition, and truth be told, I don't know if the US version, because there's another version of this, smells the same, but by Dolce & Gabbana Velvet Safriano, limited edition, aka the UAE, compliment monster. 6 to 7 compliments in one night from women, one of them saying that this shit is a 10 out of 10 off of me. It's a beautiful tobacco-ish cherry kind of note, cardamomic energy, sexy, dark, delicious. It feels like a black and mild cigar. That was the analogy that I used, a black and mild cigar dipped in maraschino cherry juice. The confidence that this fragrance has given me as soon as I wore it is exactly what a lot of us have been looking for when it comes to scents. When we buy fragrances, especially shits that are expensive like this, I think this cost like $3 and change, if I wasn't mistaken. The confident factor when I sprayed this on my skin, I was like, this is what I want. If I'm gonna spend my money on a scent, I need it to give me this kind of confidence. I want it to be this, wow, what the fuck did I just uncover? Like, I found the secret of all secrets that nobody else knows, and I'm putting you guys on. That's what Velvet Safriano does. Absolute amazing performance, compliment grabbing, sexy factor. I wore this shit on a 91-degree day, and even though it has a darker scent profile, I do not regret it one bit. Women were like, yo, I smell you from over there. What the fuck are you wearing? I mentioned the scent, they're like, never heard of it, but whatever it is, I need to get that from my man. I need to get a sample to see if it smells good on me, because you are working, you are wearing that shit. 10 out of 10. I mean, the helium that was in my head that night, you would need a fucking string to hold it against my spine, because my ego was TTR through the roof. That's the type of shit that you're looking for when you buy a fragrance and spend this kind of money. So this shit right here blew my nuts off, fam. So good. So, I mean, this is giving competition to Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. This is giving competition to YSL L'Homme. As far as compliment grabbing fragrances within my repertoire, this is definitely up there. And just getting that kind of reaction day one, like full wear, Houston, we got a problem. So once again, Velvet Safriano by Dolce, Cruz de Soleil 2, 𝗪𝗠𝗪, Facar Platine, Lattafa, Legend Leather, Mizenser, and the new 𝗙𝗏𝗄 by Parfums de Marley. These have been the ones that have been giving me compliments lately. Not saying that these are the only ones, but yo, if I'm getting compliments and our noses align and somehow fragrances that have gotten me compliments have gotten you compliments also, then yo, you're welcome. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you smelled any of these fragrances and what kind of compliments you have been garnering from them. Also, put me on. I like the recommendations. Put in the comments below lately. What has been the banger? What has been your velvet safriano? Leave it in the comments below. Look at this top. I spent so much goddamn money and this fucking thing can't stay on. That's a negative right there. I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.
Fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, star attack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense, you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would